Hi, I'm Mr. Furtado from Silicon Valley CTE Film Video Production, and today we're talking about the Benro Professional Video Tripod. And here we have it in its bag. So we're going to take this, we're going to open up the Velcro, we're going to unzip it right here. The first thing we're going to notice when we take it, I have it up here on the shelf here so you can see what's going on, is you'll notice that there's one big padded Velcro strap here. That's where the head of the tripod goes. The legs go down here, and there's a thinner strap here. So when we take it out, we always want to put it in and take it out the same way. So we're going to unbuckle the Velcro. One thing we notice, oh look, somebody didn't zero out the head. It's really important when the tripod's put back away that we zero out the head, set all the dials to 0. What that does is there's grease inside the head of the tripod, and it injects fluid inside of it. And so if it's not zeroed out, it'll actually leak and get all over the tripod and ruin it. So let's take the tripod out right now. We'll roll the cart out of the way. So the first thing we're going to notice is that you put the tripod down is that we're going to talk about the different parts. Right here we have the head. Here is the tilt lock knob. So normally this is going to be set to 0. Let me pull it out. So if it's set to 0, it's going to be kind of floppy like that. So just don't pinch your fingers when you're doing it. Whenever you're grabbing the legs and spreading them, you want to grab from the center, not from here because you're going to smash your fingers. Spread the tripod just a little bit. What that's going to do is allow you to raise all of the legs evenly and much more efficiently. Unlock the leg locks and then just draw it out from the center. Now if you'll notice, when I lock that, bam. I can spread my tripod and it's even. If you do it wrong, you're kind of like going one leg up at a time and it's really slow and it's uneven. But this is the most efficient way to do it quickly. Spread it out. Now we can take this. We can set our drag 3, 1 on the right, and then 3. From experience, I know that with this tripod system, that's what we're going to set. Now if you look here on the back, we have the quick release plate. If you pulled this down and clicked it over, that would pop this plate out. But we want to keep that in there. These are the rosettes that are right here. Then those go on the back. The Benro H8 like label goes in the front. That way we know the camera goes this way. We're going to go back into our bag. And we're going to pull out of the little side pocket the pan bar. So the pan bar, if you notice, it has these little teeth. These are called rosettes. When we're threading this in here, we want to hold it up here towards the base of it. Let me tilt that so you can see it. So when we're threading this in here, we want to make sure we're here, and we evenly thread this in. We don't want to make it crooked. We don't want to strip it. You want to make sure when it goes in here, we got to tighten this one. This is one of the only knobs that you're going to tighten tight. Everything else you want to treat really, really carefully because the knobs are delicate. So when we're setting it, we're going to go get our tripod, our camera. We're going to take our camera. We're going to unlock this knob, and then we're going to slide it in from the back. And we're going to slide it in evenly. When you hear that click, that means that the lock has engaged, and the camera will automatically come flying out. Now, the most important part of this is to lock this top part. Now, there are 2 plates here. This is called the balance plate. This is called the camera plate. And if you can vary these back and forth to achieve balance. We've already set the drag and the counterbalance, but the next thing we want to do is we want to grab the handle up here. We grab the bowl level tie rod underneath. We loosen that. Now, if you look over here at the little bubble, that bubble, we're going to move it around until it's centered in the bubble level. Then we can tighten this. The bowl level tie rod and the pan bar lock, we can lock real tight because we don't want those coming loose. So as we look, our dials weren't set correctly. We'll notice 3 on the left, 1 on the right, 3 in the center. Now if we look, it's pretty close. You want to be able to like move your tripod, and wherever you aim your camera, it just stays stationary. So that's pretty close, actually. We got it. But if we need to adjust it, we need to adjust the balance plate or the camera plate and vary it, and making sure all these are locked. Now, the tilt lock, if you want to get something in your bag, say you're shooting, you want to set that. Because if you don't, it could fall over. Now, if we had not set our balances correctly, and we turned around and walked away, this would come tumbling to the ground because there's nothing balancing it. You can't just leave the drag because look, if this is just drag without balance. So balance rights the camera, always sets it to 0. It's important that you do that. So we've got our head, we've got our legs, and we've got our boots. This is called the spreader, and that keeps the legs evenly spread apart, bowl level tie rod. So that is the Benro tripod. So one cool thing that we always want to be careful and watch for is when we're going to take the camera out. Always grab the handle up here. You're going to unlock this camera plate knob, then press the gold plate on the back. Draw the camera out. Set your camera down inside your camera bag. Go over here, loosen your pan arm. Boom. You're going to put that back inside your bag and zip it up in the little pouch inside the bag. Then you're going to take this, you're going to close up your legs. Now, one important part about this is when you unlock these locks, you collapse it like that. Boom. Really simple. Then you close it up. If you collapse it the other way, you're kind of just going level, like stage by stage. It gets real confusing. So you always want to make sure that your tripod is at eye height to your subject. That's one really important part. So we're going to take this. We're going to bring our camera back in. And we're going to stick our tripod back in here with the head going with the large padded Velcro. Now, remember at this stage, one key thing that most people forget is you're zeroing out your tripod. Zero it out. 0, 0, 0. Now that's disengaging the fluid. Velcro everything in. Zip it up. So that is the Benro tripod, and you want to make sure you do all these steps because it keeps our gear nice and clean and takes care of it for everybody, and everybody maintains the gear for everyone else so that everybody can use it.